And I think what most Africans will love is there are no snakes in New Zealand.
So, for example, let's say I want to apply, I want to contact this employer. So how do I do that? So first come here, the trading name, all right? Copy this. All right, so always starts from here, and this will let you know if you're eligible for this visa or not. So find a visa. I would like a New Zealand visa too. Okay, you come here. We are going to click on work. All right, we click on work. I plan to stay for, we come here. All right, with these options, we want to select the 2 years or more.
Hey guys, Kwame once again. My current location is New Zealand. Yes, I am currently in Auckland in New Zealand. So what is Kwame doing in New Zealand? Well, I just thought to escape Australia a little bit, and I'm here to do all the underground works for you guys. In 2026, I want to focus a little bit more on New Zealand and help most of you Jakba from your home country to New Zealand. Hence, that's why I'm here to do all the underground works, and hopefully I'm able to maybe speak to 1 or 2 employers that are willing to maybe employ most of you guys to Jakpa from your home country to New Zealand. This video is going to be how people can basically jump on the work visa for New Zealand. So New Zealand basically has something called an Accredited Employer Work Visa, which is the aeWV, and that is going to be the focus of this video. But before we talk about that, I just want to give you guys a little bit about New Zealand. So guys, New Zealand is basically like Australia. I can't basically find a difference between Australia and New Zealand. I see New Zealand to be a replica of Australia. Basically, the roads, the houses, and the shops, most things are very similar to Australia. Hence, I don't know why maybe Australia government and the New Zealand government doesn't come together to maybe make New Zealand as part of Australia. In terms of population, the whole population of New Zealand is just a little bit over 5 billion people. Yes, we don't have a lot of people living in New Zealand. Hence, that's why I was like, why can't Australia just make New Zealand like another state? Yeah, traveling from Melbourne to New Zealand was basically 3.5 hours by flight. So it's not that far. Anyway, so the population is just a little bit over 5 million people. And I think if you are to break the sort of people that live here, we have the native New Zealand people, yeah, which is like the Maori people. We have the white New Zealanders, and we also have immigrants. So if you are to break this 5 million people, I think the actual native New Zealanders, which is the Maori people, they'll be around maybe 1 million. Yes, and the white New Zealanders, they will be maybe around the 3 million mark, and the rest will be us immigrants. And when I say us immigrants, I've seen a lot of Chinese and also a lot of Indians, yeah, in New Zealand. I've not seen many Africans. Yeah, but maybe it's because I'm in Auckland. Yeah, I'm in Auckland now, so I'll try and maybe go to the other parts of New Zealand and also explore. There's one problem. So when we were coming, I spoke to the taxi driver who is from Ethiopia, and he was basically saying that New Zealand's got a big problem. The problem is a lot of migrants will migrate to New Zealand, and when they get their citizenship, yeah, they run away to Australia. And I, coming from Australia, can testify to that there are a lot of people that are from New Zealand that are currently living in Australia now. Hence, that's why I don't know why maybe Australia and New Zealand is not basically coming together to maybe make New Zealand as part of Australia. But do not get me wrong, the relationship between Australia and New Zealand is very tight. Now, let's move on to the work visa. So the Accredited Employer Work Visa. So if you are watching and you want to basically come and work in New Zealand, this is the sort of visa you need to target, especially if you are watching from my part of the world, which is like from Africa. So step number 1 is you need to look for an accredited employer. When I say accredited employer, the employer needs to be accredited. Okay, so that's not your business, that's the employer's business. And when the employer gets accredited, then the employer will have to go through like a job check. That's also not your business, that's the employer's duty. And once the employer has gone through all that, then your responsibility is going through the occupation list. Yes, New Zealand also got an occupation list. I'll jump on the piece and I'll show you guys that. Then you also look for that employer, okay? An employer that is accredited, and that employer will have to nominate you. So once you get that nomination, you apply for your visa, and I think the visa process is also very quick as compared to Australia. I've seen a lot of migrants that have been able to get an accredited employer work visa. They are currently living and working in New Zealand with no hassle. All right, so let me quickly jump on the PC now and show you guys a step-by-step in regards to how you can navigate the accredited employer work visa for New Zealand.
Okay, guys, so this is like a quick demo. So in case you're looking for work in New Zealand, this is what you have to do. So first, come to their official immigration website. So as you can see here, immigration.gov.nz, immigration.gov.nz. So this is the official New Zealand immigration website. So come here. I've basically increased the zoom on the website. So that's why everything is becoming really, really big. Once you come here, just come all the way down. All right. As you can see, they've got the top visas, which is the visitor visa, the New Zealand Electronic Travel Authority, the business visitor visa, the transit visa, but this is not what you're looking for. Come all the way here. It says find a visa. Yeah. So you have to come here and start from here. So basically with this employer visa, maybe your country of origin, you are not eligible. All right. So always starts from here. And this will let you know if you're eligible for this visa or not. So find a visa. I would like a New Zealand visa too. Okay, you come here. We are going to click on work. All right, we click on work. I plan to stay for. We come here. All right, with these options, we want to select the 2 years or more. All right, so you click on that one. I am traveling. So when we come here, you see, it's giving us like a step-by-step process. I'm traveling on a passport from, all right, you click here, then you enter your country of passports. So let's say I'm from Ghana, so I'll select Ghana. You select a job offer, all right, so you go here, I have a job offer. You can select do not have, but just say you have, all right. My age is, you need to be over the age of 18 to go through this. So you just put, maybe my age is 35. I put 35 here. Now you can view the visa options. So when we come here, and this is going to give you all the visas that you are eligible to apply. So all what we entered is here. So you are looking for a work visa that will give you over 2 years or more of stay. Your nationality of passport is Ghana. Job offer, yes. You just have to put yes here. Okay. Age is 35. Now, this is displaying 1 of 10. So these are all the visas you'll be able to apply to. Voila. This is what I was talking about. So Accredited Employer Work Visa. Apply for this visa if you have a job offer from an Accredited Employer Work Visa, aeWV, accredited employer. The employer must send you a link to the online application form. So you first have to go through the employer first. You have to go look for the employer. Once you look for the employer and the employer says that, yes, Kwame, I want to employ you, the employer is going to send you a link and you use that link to apply for your visa. Most times the employer, they've got their own in-house migration team that will basically go through the process for you guys. All right. We also have the Australian resident visa. You're not in Australia, so you are not basically eligible for this. We have the business investor visa, entrepreneur work visa, and it goes on and on and on and on. But today's focus is the accredited employer work visa. So we basically click on it and voila, it's going to give you all the details. All right. So length of stay up to 5 years based on the job offered. To apply, you must, of course, have an offer of full-time work from an accredited employer. So when you click on this, it's going to give you the list of accredited employer. We'll go there soon. Meet work experience qualification depending on your job. Meet the requirement depending on the skills level required for the job. Have spent the required time outside New Zealand after staying for the maximum time allowed if applying for another accredited work employer visa. Show you can speak and understand English. I know most people will be like, oh, you do not need to show English. You have to be really careful here. The advice I always give to people is, if you can sit for the IELTS or PT, go do that, and to try and work your way around it, okay? So show you can speak and understand English if your job is on the ANZ skills level 4 or 5 list and not exempt. All right, so some will give you an exemption, with some too you meet the other requirements of the visa. So this visa lets you, so you can read into the details. All right, so this, if you go through the step-by-step process I've shown you guys, you'll be able to basically know what this visa entails. So check or change your work visa condition, bring in family. Yes, you'll be able to bring family, protecting yourself from immigration scam. All right, then you view the full visa details here. Now, as I said in my intro, you need an accredited employer. So how do you find that? You can either click on this link, or I'm going to leave another link here. All right, so I've got another link here that is all about, what do you call it? The accredited work visa. It's all about work visas in Australia. So again, this is the link. I'll leave in the description section below for you guys. So we'll come all the way here. So we have got work visas. We've got the accredited employer work visa, aeWV, accredited employer list. All right. So you need to click on this link, and this will give you all the accredited employer list. All right. You've got their New Zealand business number here, how to use this tool. This will give you all the information. I don't want to waste time. We've got a search function here. So this is where you guys will come. So let's say I'm looking for like an aged care job. All right. So I'll just type in aged. Let's say aged care. Then I'll go search. I've got 1 of 7 results. All right. So all these companies you see here, this is their registration name, the employer name. Okay. And these are all accredited. So this means these employers that are listed here, they'll be able to employ you. So you can basically search for your skills or occupation here. Yep. And go search. And this will give you all employers that are accredited. So for example, for the first one, we've got the Daggerville Aged Care Limited. Sometimes this is their registered name, but when you go and search on their website, they are using another trading name. All right. So the employer name is the Daggerville Aged Care Limited. You see the arrow here. We come down. It's going to give you their trading name. Their trading name is the Norfolk Court. So this is their trading name. I'll show you guys how we can basically contact them shortly. Then we got the Australian New Zealand business number, registration number, expiry date of the accreditation. So the accreditation is going to expire on the 20th of May, 2026. So this means they will have to renew. So if you want this employer to sponsor you, you have to be quick. All right. When we look at the second one too, their registration expires on the 14th of November, 2026. So you can take your time and go through. Most times, look for the employer that has got the expiry date of the accreditation, maybe 2027 and so forth. So for example, let's say I want to contact this employer. So how do I do that? So first come here, the trading name, all right, copy this. And what you can basically do is go on a new tab, all right, and just type in here their name, then go search. So what Google will basically do is it's going to give you the company's website. As you can see, Norfolk Court Rest Home. So what we will do is you can click on the first link, Norfolk Court Rest Home Professional Aged Care. All right. But just go on Google. The information you see here, it's got their website, direction, reviews, and the rest. You click on their website. This will take you to their company's website. And what I basically do is once I come here, I look for their contact us page, or most times just go to the footer. Once you go to the footer, voila, they've got their contact details here, as you guys can see. Yeah. So their contact number is what you see here. Make sure you add the country's calling code. All right. Their email is here. So if I were you, what I'll basically do is I'll put together a nice resume or CV, and I'll send an email here. Be professional, all right? And do not spam them. Be professional, do not spam them. Make sure you have like a great resume. I'll try and do like a resume video for you guys in the future, all right? And contact them, and you never know, they'll maybe reach out and say, yes, we want to sponsor you. Then they'll go through the process with you. So this is how you can basically contact them. Now, you cannot just apply for any job, okay? New Zealand basically has what we called the occupation list. is the exact same thing as we have in Australia. So again, go through the New Zealand occupation list. So New Zealand got the national occupation list. So occupation used for the aeWV or SPWV. I've done all the hard work for you guys. So come here, and when we scroll down, all the jobs or the occupations you'll be able to basically apply, or New Zealand basically needs workers, you find them here. All right. So they are all listed here. So take your time, look through. So we've got a bicycle technician, a lot and a lot. Health coach, personal trainer. It's a lot. Oh, yeah. So take your time, go through, and if your skills or your occupation is listed here, then yeah, basically go and contact one. How to find the NOL occupation skills level? Okay, they've got it here. National Occupation List version 1. Yeah, so this website will basically take you through everything you need. All right. And that's all, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free, leave it in the comment section. And I wish each and every one of you good luck with your job search.
Guys, New Zealand is a beautiful place, trust me. And I've not explored most places yet, but it's very clean. And I think what most Africans will love is there are no snakes in New Zealand. Isn't this awesome? So if you're watching this and you basically want to jackpot to Australia and you're finding the process very tedious, maybe you can look at New Zealand because you can explore their tourist visa, their study visa, and also their work visa. And if you want like a lenient migration pathway, then I think New Zealand will be a bit lenient as compared to Australia. And as I said, New Zealand's main problem is a lot of migrants come here, and after they gain their citizenship, they just run away to Australia, which isn't really good. Yeah, because the government will basically invest in these migrants, and at the end of the day, these migrants will run away to Australia. So I think the New Zealand government is also basically bringing in a lot of tight policies. Yeah, now to gain your your citizenship here is not easy as compared to previous years. My name is Kwame. If you love this video, you know what to do. Click on that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you do not miss out when Kwame Chumisi I release another awesome video. I'll see you guys in 2026. Ciao.